Hi, Sam. Just doing a final walkthrough, proving that the tenant is out and the condition of the property. Looks like they've just left a couple of the drain hoses behind, which probably we can utilize. Looking in, this would be either a living room or a dining room. It's going to look different dimension-wise with this camera because it's a narrow camera, but it's quite a good space. So the house has been left swept. Some things not as well, like the fridge and such are pretty dirty, but for the most part everything has been taken out. These would be the two chairs that they've left behind, I think, that will have no value to you. This shelf here I would remove. It looks like there's just a couple of screws holding it on. There's actually quite a nice mantle underneath. I think it would look a lot richer if that was removed. Looks like these blinds don't have much life left in them. They'll probably need to be replaced or just taken down at this point. Kitchen has been left sort of as expected. As you can see, the stove is in place, dishwasher is in place, fridge. When you look inside, it's not too well cleaned out, so we're going to have to get a cleaning person in here to get things cleaned up. This is the patio furniture that I suggested that may be worth purchasing just because it'd be an added bonus to whatever tenant's in place. It looks like there's a nice couch here, which there's cushions for in the basement. That looks like some sort of a footrest. If you look over here, there's 6 chairs, which would go with that table. So I'm assuming that that table would go somewhere around here on the patio. Put the 6 chairs around it. That other chair at the back. This one here, which will have cushions for it in the basement, would probably go somewhere on the ground in front of this here to make a gathering area with a footstool in between. So overall, things look pretty good out here. They've left behind a wagon and a lot of this type of stuff, but again, the only thing I would suggest purchasing would be this and all the cushions that go onto it. Patio looks pretty good back here. Left behind a mural. Looks like it's cloth. They'll probably take it down. If not, you'll be taking it down to paint anyway. You can now see the laminate flooring that's up here. It's actually in reasonably good condition except for one bedroom where there's a little bit of chirping on the edges, but overall it's fine. Let's see if I can insert a soundtrack for you, Sam. I did test these stickers on the wall. They look like peel off. I actually peeled one off in seconds. So this should not be a problem for the painter. again, the only floor that shows any sort of sign of chirping on it would be, I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up or not, but in here there's a little bit of imperfections on the floor right about here, but I don't think it's worth the $7,000 expense to change all the floors, because right now at least they're all uniform, so either change it all or just leave this one defect alone. Let me see if with the light on whether it helps at all. And again, there's stickers, but they all look like they can come off the walls fairly easily. Again, the camera will deceptively narrow these areas out. They're actually quite nice and spacious. So in case you're looking at this and feel that the rec room or the family room looks narrow, it's actually a nice wide size. It's just the way the camera captures it. And here I'll give you a brief view at the basement as well. This room could definitely use at least a cleaning of the carpets. There's quite a lot of what would look like staining, but it's probably just dirt from the use here. I'm going to pull this carpet out of the way, see that there's no major stains. No, this is fine here. Light back here again, and this stack of cushions here would be what goes with the chairs outside, so that would, if we're considering it, obviously we'd be asking for all the cushions as well. So no sign of a sump pump. Again, I think it's over my pay grade. We're going to have to get a plumber or somebody to determine if there's a check valve. For now, you best err on the side of caution and just say there is not one unless proven otherwise. And there is no sump pump.